Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! We have a league of nerdy gentlemen. This is the voice of Sam. Now, with Arkham Knight releasing on the 23rd of June, I thought it'd be cool to get you guys up to speed with the official prequel, in case you haven't been reading it. Spoilers ahead for Arkham City. So, our comic literally begins with the ending of Arkham City, Batman carrying the limp, lifeless body of the Joker and leaving it on the bonnet of a police car. Whilst on his way back home, Batman is attacked by a henchman of the Electrocutioner, bolstering his own shock gloves which he got working from a Wayne Industries employee. Batman quickly sub-zeros him and leaves him on the rooftop for Gordon's crew to clean up. But the henchman is immediately found by none other than the Arkham Knight himself. We now know that he's been operating since the final hours of Arkham City at least, but it could be much, much longer. He warns the henchman of the battle he's going to start against Batman, and mentions that the criminals of the city will think that he's on their side. But they're wrong. We also find out, just before the Arkham Knight blows the henchman's face off, that the identity of the Arkham Knight is someone that knows Batman very well. After a night's rest, Bruce's wounds are still being treated by Alfred. Alfred suggests to Bruce that though Batman has done a lot to protect Gotham's night, nothing has been done to save its day, and advises Bruce to fund a rebuild of Gotham, since most of the people of power there are no good for the city. Meanwhile, at the Gotham City morgue, the autopsy of the Joker's body has begun. The doctors discover that the Joker has a fake layer of skin grafted on top of his normal skin, and in between the two layers is a case containing a flash drive. Upon discovery, the body releases Joker gas into the operating room. Since the Joker's death, Batman has been going back into Arkham City to help with the cleanup, as we know from Harley Quinn's revenge. On one such night, he faces Tweedledum and Tweedledee, whom he dispatches without any trouble, and then makes his way to Wayne Tower to hold a meeting with some high-ranking financial resources and politicians, as well as Aaron Cash, to tell them about his plan to fix Gotham. A meeting that goes on for 10 hours. After the meeting, Bruce retires to the Batcave so he can... well, I honestly don't know. What do you think's going on in these panels? Suddenly, Batman is interrupted from his admiration of the colour pink by the Joker. It's unclear where the broadcasting is coming from, but I think we could assume that it's one of those pre-recordings we see all over Harley Quinn's revenge. The broadcast announces that anyone who brings the Joker's body to Harley Quinn will be $100 million richer. One of the people who sees this broadcast is the Penguin, who sends Mr. Hammer and Mr. Sickle to go make a deal with the Scarecrow in preparation for events to come. The Joker left an extra message especially for Batman, telling him that every building in Gotham has bombs in the walls. Moving past how impossible that would be to do, the Joker also claims that the override codes could be found inside Arkham Asylum, which begs the question of how long he's been planning this. I guess it's something he set up before becoming a troll. Unbeknownst to Batman, the Arkham Knight watches over the asylum. We can be under the assumption that the Knight saw the transmission just for Batman, so has either bugged the Batcave or was with Batman when the transmission was broadcast? He monologues saying that he won't let the Joker kill Batman from the grave, so he's actually there to save him so he can kill Batman in his own way. He also exposits that he killed some of the Joker's henchmen earlier, who told him that the Joker had all the explosives, yes, all the explosives from every building in Gotham, moved into Arkham Asylum to kill Batman with this trap and used Clayface to do it. Where he found the time to do this, I have absolutely no idea. The bombs go off to the tune of mad laughter, with the Arkham Knight failing to get to Batman. The explosion destroys the Batmobile, and shortly after, the Arkham Knight climbs out of the rubble, clutching onto some of Batman's costume. He also finds a somehow not completely charred pile of papers labelled My Diary, and seems to have belonged to the Joker. The explosion is being reported over police radio, and the Scarecrow is listening in and beginning to plot for events to come. Somehow, Batman survived the explosion and resurfaces at Gotham Docks as he saves someone from getting beaten up. In return, the man offers Bruce some replacement clothes, and presumably to keep his identity a secret. Bruce calls Commissioner Gordon and makes his way to a rooftop to receive a new batsuit, and makes his way to an unknown location to meet Gordon. Once there, Gordon gives the pen drive found on Joker's body to Batman, saying he has no idea what's on it, and our comic ends with them putting the Joker's body in an incinerator, making sure he's dead for good, and Batman uploading the contents of the pen drive to the Bat computer. The file on the drive reads, "The Last Will and Testament of the Joker." And that's how issue 1 ends. Please join me again next time on the countdown to Arkham Knight as we dive into issue 2. See you soon.